So my fear again was that he wouldn't love me because I got so old and ugly. However, he did orchestrate all of this, and if you've noticed from the very beginning of these what I used to look like compared to what I look like now, you'll see that I have been making the transition all along. Every time I either, I guess, add that piece of my soul, I guess two of them, I'm changing. However, every time I drop some fear and some negativity and some dramas, I'm changing too. So if you go back to the first ones and see what I look like then and compare me to what I look like now, you'll see a tremendous difference in a relatively short time. So anyway, the men are having a hard time because they're just getting there to Glastonbury. But they're going to get it. I mean, if they got there, they'll get the rest. So it'll work. It'll work. I think that they're starting to see a lot of love between the mothers and the daughters and the sons, and that you're reuniting and it's softening their hearts. But okay, so remember when I said the men felt guilty? I was told by this healer that I worked with up in Mount Shasta that the men felt really guilty, and I kind of got irritated because I have a temper. But now I understand why they feel guilty. They set out to, I thought they felt guilty for leaving us behind. They felt guilty, and maybe some of them did feel that way, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But a lot of their guilt is because they set out to set up these beautiful light-oriented civilizations, and they failed. So did they really want to even come home? How would we welcome them? I mean, there's a lot of other stuff going on from their perspective, which is really unfair because there's only my perspective. That's it. So anyway, I'm starting to see that. I want to describe Glastonbury a little bit before I go any further. Oh, I did the tunnel part. Okay. And right now I see my twin flame laying me down with my head in this creek, the spring, and he keeps on putting water over my head, which is maybe why it didn't explode or melt like my teeth did. So I'm thinking that the water, which is now way under the ground, I've got a feeling that that's at least a half a mile to a mile deep. That's pretty big. So I realize that my twin flame and I, created a destiny for ourselves, and it was to help bring all of us home. Okay? The destiny, my destiny, is to help awaken the 144,000 and then get them to the point where they can get into their higher mental bodies. This is why I've traveled all over the world ever since I was a kid, studied sacred symbols the whole time, had training all the time, studied myself all the time, even in college. Everybody wants to know about the Kabbalah. Real good job, catcher. But I just spent my whole life doing that. And it was to help us find that path home. And I thought everybody would be really happy to go, but they're really kind of lost in all the materialism and all the dramas. However, I have a real big drama to tell you. Okay, so my job was to help awaken you, and my twin flame's job was to help get you home. Now, getting you home is in this new dimension of light and love, and creating a new civilization there. And all of what we have been going through is learning how to create a paradise world. And I intellectually knew that, and I probably said that a dozen times. However, I really get it now. That is what we've been doing. So we set out to leave the light message all over the world. The men went out to start creating civilizations. everything got so messed up. I don't know. I think there were a couple of us burned as witches places here and there. Things got lost and confused, and we just kept on going through all these dimensions, learning how to create a civilization of light and love and bliss without illusion. Okay? We have to become that within ourselves. So I'm helping wake up that 144,000. So it's an individual thing, and it's also a cosmic mind thing. And notice that the Mayan calendar is saying in February, which it's like months ahead, it just kind of integrates through, of next year, we're stepping into the cosmic mind. So we are learning, we are actually cleaning out all the unethicalness. It couldn't happen fast enough. So we can create this beautiful new world that we're going into. So we have to love ourselves, love one another, be able to integrate and be cosmic oneness. Me, oneness, twin flame, oneness, cosmic mind, and God. Okay? Creating this new world. Okay, so I really screwed up on this one. So about a week ago, my twin flame brings me this tray. It's white with gold painted all over it, little carvings, and on it are these cubes about an inch big, and it looks like Hindu gold. It's not like the gold that's shiny like in a ring. It's the Hindu gold. It's kind of compressed flakiness gold. So it's very, very shiny, and they're cubes, an inch cubes. And they're bunched together on this tray like grapes. Except for grapes around, these are square. So he says, I'm handing you the everything. I'm handing you all the abundance, all the love, all the acceptance, all your beauty, inside and out. I'm handing this to you all. You will not want for anything. All you have to do is take this tray, and every one of those little cubes represents something in the everything. You know, so it's like this big pile of grapes, except for they're cubes of gold. So I